Ever find yourself in a situation where you wanted to say no, but ended up saying yes because you didn't want to offend anyone? It's a common struggle, this art of saying no and setting boundaries. We've all been there, haven't we? It's crucial, though, for maintaining a balanced lifestyle and protecting our own interests. But the question remains. So, how can we get better at saying no and setting boundaries without feeling guilty or rude? Let's find out. Firstly, we need to understand the power of no. Saying no can be incredibly liberating. It's a simple word, yet it carries a profound strength. It's like a key that unlocks the door to personal growth and self-respect. Imagine a river. The river's course is determined by the boundaries it sets with its banks. Without these boundaries, the river would lose its direction and purpose. Similarly, when we say no, we are setting our own boundaries. We are defining our direction and purpose. But let's be clear. Saying no isn't about being selfish. Quite the opposite. It's about self-care. It's about acknowledging that we too have limits and need to respect them. It's about understanding that our time and energy are valuable and should be spent on things that truly matter to us. Remember, saying no is not rejecting others, but accepting ourselves. Once you understand the power of no, you're ready to learn how to say it effectively. Now, let's break down the process of saying no into clear, manageable steps. This is your guide to standing your ground without burning bridges. Firstly, understand your own priorities. Saying no isn't about being difficult, it's about respecting your own time and energy. When you're clear on what matters to you, it becomes easier to say no to what doesn't align with your goals. Secondly, be clear and concise. When you've made your decision, communicate it effectively. You don't need to weave a complex tale. A simple "no thank you" or "I can't commit to that right now" is often enough. Next, if possible, offer alternatives. Saying no doesn't mean shutting down opportunities. If you can't commit to a task, perhaps suggest someone who can. It shows your willingness to help, even if you can't be directly involved. Lastly, remember that you do not need to over-explain your reasons. You have the right to your time and energy. Over-justifying your no can lead to guilt and confusion. Stick to your decision and trust that those who respect you will understand. By following these steps, you can assert your boundaries without feeling guilty or causing unnecessary conflict. Remember, like any other skill, saying no and setting boundaries requires practice. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but with each step you take, you'll find it becomes easier. It's like learning to ride a bike or mastering a new language. You can't expect to be fluent overnight. It takes time and dedication. Start small, perhaps with saying no to small requests that you usually would accept without a second thought. Gradually, you'll build your confidence and you'll be able to set boundaries in more significant aspects of your life. Think about the benefits you'll reap. Improved mental health, better relationships, and increased productivity are just a few. By setting boundaries, you are prioritizing your needs and well-being. You're protecting your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. So go ahead, empower yourself by saying no when you need to. It's your right, and it's okay. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We embarked on a journey to understand a simple yet powerful word, no, and how it plays a pivotal role in setting boundaries. We delved into the struggle of saying no, acknowledging the discomfort and guilt that often accompanies this decision. We then unlocked the power of no, highlighting its potential to not only protect our time and energy, but also to foster self-respect and personal growth. We laid out a step-by-step process for saying no, emphasizing the importance of being clear, firm, and respectful. Most importantly, we underscored the need for practice. As with any skill, saying no effectively requires consistent effort and repetition. It may feel awkward initially, but with time, it becomes a natural part of our interpersonal toolbox. Remember, saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a strong, assertive individual who respects their own boundaries, and that's a good thing.